So about a week ago, I came out here and kind of showed off my goji berries in part of my video, and here they are again. All of these berries have come up within a few days and ripened really fast. They're not as ripe as they could be, but any more time, especially with it raining, they're going to start getting kind of mushy and nasty. So I'm picking them all off right now. I'm quite impressed with how much they produce. I know a lot of people don't like them, and that's okay, but for me, I actually do like them, and I do take the time to preserve them, and I think that that makes a big difference. Now, I routinely always have some kind of pest pressure on these plants, and no matter how much, they go through cycles. They'll have a lot of these little nymphs, leaf-footed nymphs, they're baby stink bugs, and then we'll have none at all. And I've really been trying to squish them off, but they keep getting ahead of me. We'll go through times where there are not any issues whatsoever, and then times where there are a huge amount of pest issues, which is not fun. So what I'm doing now, what I'm going to end up doing is going and get some cannelin clay, and I'm going to spray that over all of this, and it's just a nice clay, and that's going to help hopefully suppress all of these. I really don't want to do neem oil because it's so hot here, it burns the leaf of the plant, plus ultimately in the long run it's just not as safe as pollinators as we like to believe it is, and I will not be using neem oil. I don't see the results from it. It's not worth risking my pollinators, and it's not worth risking the health of my plant by giving it extreme sun scald in the type of hot weather that we have. So I'm going to be spraying that clay. Hopefully it works. This is the same kind of clay that you see people spraying on peaches and stone fruit to help with the pests there. So I'm really hoping that it'll help with these pests as well. So I don't want you to think that goji berries are just this super easy, tasty, pest-free food. They are easy. I do not mind the taste of them, especially if preserved, but they're a little more labor intensive because most people don't like the taste of them. They do have some pest pressure, even though this vine is huge. It goes to the bushes on the other side, so you can kind of see like it's grown up all over here and all right here in just one season. So there is a pretty good amount of gojis coming up, and there are more bushes along the side. These just take over. They can easily shoot up to 14 foot. They spread through runners, so they're just going to continue taking over this area, and you can see some more. This is a pretty good example of where they should be. They're nice, they're plump, they're really red. That's where you want them to be. These also come in another color, but I don't have any of the black ones. I thought about ordering seeds from it, but this one is more than what I need. And this one right here is kind of overripe, so you can see it's getting kind of overripe. I don't want to eat that. I'll give that to my ducks and let them eat it. But the bottom part of these leaves, the ducks kind of eat all the leaves off, and it becomes like this, and it just leaves there these big thorns on it, so you do have to be careful for that. That's kind of why I planted them, is because of the thorns, and you can see all of the small flowers forming into little berries, which is really cool to see the different stages of goji life. So to me, these are worth it, but I don't know if I would plant a ton of these again if I were to move. Now, as far as the leaf-footed nymph bugs, go ahead and you can just use your hand to smush them like this and pick them off. But they do smell bad because they are stink bugs, so they are going to spray a little bit and smell, but you can wash your hands. If you don't like the smell or you're sensitive to the spray, just wear a pair of gloves and smush them off. And then I would recommend trying the clay. That's what I'm going to do. And if you want to wait and see how it works for me before trying it again, I think that's a really great idea to kind of let me do the work and see what's effective and what's not. But I can say, I know a lot of people stand by neem oil. For me personally, I don't stand by it. I don't think that it's something that I'm going to be using in the future.